A small dog bursting with personality and drive. The Border Terrier is a breed prized for its alert gaze, good-natured personality, loyalty, and determination. These characteristics, combined with their high intelligence, trainability, and affection towards their family members, make for a great companion dog. These terriers aren't particularly high-maintenance dogs, but they do need lots of exercise. If you're able to keep up with their energy level and exercise them as needed, a Border Terrier might be the perfect breed for you. In this video today, we're going to take a look at the top 10 interesting facts about the Border Terrier. But before we begin, we'd like to take a moment to express our thanks to all the original Border owners in the video. The video would not have been possible without them. So don't forget to check out these adorable dogs from the Instagram profiles that have been linked in the description below. And now, let's begin the list. Number 1. Their history. We know that Border Terriers were bred for the purpose of flushing out and hunting foxes from their burrows, but that leaves the question, when and where did the breed first appear? Well, it turns out that the Border may well be one of the oldest terriers in Great Britain. Early evidence of the breed includes a 1754 painting by Arthur Wentworth of 2 Border Terriers. These terriers originated in northeast England near the border with Scotland during the 18th century. With hills being abundant in the area, powerful hill foxes were also quite common. The foxes would prey on the farmers' livestock, leaving the farmers disturbed. To hunt and kill these foxes, the farmers and shepherds needed a plucky terrier with enough length of leg to follow a horse, but small enough to follow a fox to ground. The dogs had to be strong and tireless with a weather-resistant coat to withstand the mists and bone-soaking rains of the hills. This led to the birth of the ancestors of the modern-day Border Terrier. These terriers would be used to flush out the fox out of their den into open fields where hounds would be waiting to finish the hunt. But while they were quite popular in the border of England, little was known about these fearless dogs elsewhere. The Border Terrier first made its appearance as a specific breed in agricultural society shows held in Northumberland in the late 19th century. Shortly after, they gained recognition from the British Kennel Club in 1920, and the American Kennel Club followed suit in the year 1930. Today, the Border ranks 91st out of 197 breeds in terms of popularity as registered by the AKC. Number 2. Their appearance. The Border Terrier is a small to medium-sized dog, well renowned for its characteristic otter-like head. Males of the breed can weigh anywhere between 13 to 15.5 pounds and usually stand around 11 inches tall, whereas females weigh between 11.5 to 14 pounds and stand around 10 inches tall. The breed standard describes these dogs as having an otter head, and with their characteristically quizzical eyebrows and whiskered mouths, they really have the adorable looks of the otter. The skull is moderately broad and flat with plenty of width between the eyes and ears, and the cheeks are slightly full. A dark muzzle is a physical characteristic that's desirable. The Border Terrier sports a double coat with a harsh, wiry overcoat over the soft, fluffy undercoat. This double coat may come in a variety of colors that range from red, grizzle and tan, wheaten, and blue and tan. Number 3. Their temperament. The Border Terrier is atypical of the other terrier breeds. They're good-tempered, affectionate dogs who want nothing more than to be a part of their family's daily activities. Naturally bred to run peacefully with foxhounds, they were bred for a less dog-aggressive temperament than terriers who hunted primarily on their own. The breed standard describes these dogs as hard-working on the field, but affectionate, obedient, and easily trained otherwise. They have many of the traditional terrier traits in terms of high intelligence and energy level, and a tendency to be a bit of a troublemaker, but they're also known to be more laid back in comparison to some other terrier breeds. Their high intellect and even temperament means that they'll get along well with children, and they love playing, so they'll make good playmates for your children as long as they're under your supervision. With their high intelligence comes an independent nature, meaning that these dogs like to make their own decisions, so some owners might find the breed to be a little stubborn. As for getting along with other pets, Borders are pretty friendly with other dogs. The breed was after all put to hunt foxes alongside other breeds such as hounds. They can also get along well with cats if raised together from a young age. Leaving your Border Terrier with smaller pets, however, might be a tad bit troublesome. Terriers generally have a high prey drive, so they are likely to chase any outdoor cats, squirrels, and other wildlife. Number 4. They have a high prey drive. As we said earlier, the Border Terrier was originally bred for the purpose of hunting foxes. These terriers would dig out and chase the foxes out of their burrows for the hounds ready to finish the job, so they naturally needed to have a high prey drive. The breed has retained such a prey drive to this day. While they get along well with other dogs, these terriers will definitely chase any unknown cats, rabbits, squirrels, and any other animal they perceive as prey. Training your border pup to stop going after an animal they perceive as prey can be quite difficult, and no matter how well trained the pup is, they'll still never be able to fully kill off their prey drive. So it's very important to put your Border Terrier on a leash whenever taking them outside and only place them unattended in a securely fenced yard. Number 5. They love digging. It's no exaggeration to say that Border Terriers absolutely love digging. After all, the breed was bred to dig foxes out of their burrows. And they still retain this digging trait. So don't be surprised if you find holes all over your yard even after you've exercised your border to a satisfactory level. Digging is their natural instinct, so it's almost impossible to train your border pup out of their digging habit. Rather than fighting it, give your border a place of their own to dig or put their digging drive to work with some fun games. Number 6. Their trainability. The Border Terrier is an easily trainable dog. Their high intellect coupled with their eagerness to please makes them adept at learning obedience commands. Meaning they're easily house-trained and it's pretty easy to teach them basic dog etiquettes. However, these dogs can be quite independent thinkers and they can at times act stubborn about when they want to obey. Begin training your Border Terrier as early as possible, as it's generally easier to form good habits in puppies than break habits when they're adults. Start with a puppy obedience class as soon as you bring one of these guys home, and as with any other dog, positive reinforcement works best for the breed. Praise and treat your Border Terrier for a job well done. You'd also want to socialize your border pup as early as possible. Introduce your pup to different people, other dogs, and various environments starting as young as possible. Number 7. Their exercise needs. The Border Terrier is a high-energy dog that loves to exercise. Originally bred for hunting purposes, these dogs love being on the go. They require half an hour to an hour of exercise every day, but they won't say no to a little more exercise time. So these terriers are best suited to an active family who can provide them with plenty of time to exercise. These energetic dogs love exercising in the form of brisk walks, jogging, hikes, and playing fetch. They also excel in dog sports including agility, flyball, and tracking. These sports will provide excellent mental stimulation as well as physical activity, and as long as they receive enough physical and mental stimulation, the Border Terrier should do well even in apartments. A house with a fenced yard for them to romp around in is ideal. And as we said earlier, Border Terriers love chasing after small animals and they take great pleasure in digging. So it's essential that the fencing around the yard is high and extends underground deep enough that they can't get under it. Number 8. Their grooming. The Border Terrier sports a short, dense undercoat covered with a wiry top coat that is fairly easy to care for. A weekly brushing should suffice most of the time to remove any loose fur and distribute oils. But these dogs will typically go through periods of higher shedding twice a year, often in the spring and fall. During this time, you'll have to manually strip the loose fur from the coat on a daily basis with a rake or a special stripping tool. Bathing is only necessary when they get too dirty or smelly. The rest is just basic care. Check your dog's nails roughly once a month to see whether they need trimming. Furthermore, make sure to check their ears at least every week to make sure that there's no dirt, debris, or inflammation. Number 9. Their health. Generally a robust and healthy breed, the Border Terrier has a life expectancy of 12 to 15 years. But as with any other dog, these terriers are also prone to a few health conditions. It should be noted, however, not all borders will get any or all of these diseases. Nevertheless, it's a good idea to be aware of them if you're considering this breed. A few of the genetic health conditions facing the breed include seizures, cataracts, and orthopedic issues such as hip dysplasia. A few of these dogs may also be susceptible to patellar luxation and hypothyroidism. So it's extremely important to get the proper health clearances of the pup's parents from your breeder. In Border Terriers, you should expect to see health clearances from the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals for Hips and from Canine Eye Registry Foundation certifying that the eyes are normal. With the proper health clearances, you can reduce the chances of these health complications occurring to a large extent, leaving you with a healthier and happier pup. Keep in mind, no matter how healthy your pup may appear, it's very important that you take them to the veterinary clinic for regular checkups. This way, any health complications can be detected and possibly prevented early on. Number 10. Their diet and nutrition. The Border Terrier is a small dog with a fast metabolism, meaning that they burn energy at a high rate, although their small stomachs mean that they must eat little and often. So they require more filling but small servings of kibble. Small breed foods are specifically designed with appropriate levels of key nutrients and smaller kibble sizes to suit smaller mouths. We recommend 1 to 1.5 or 2 cups of high-quality kibble divided into 2 meals for your terrier. The amount of food your dog needs can vary depending on their age, activity levels, and metabolism, so it's a good idea to discuss the serving size and nutrition plan for your terrier with your vet or breeder. Treats are an indispensable part of their training, so make sure to factor the treats and extra food you feed your border into their daily intake to prevent overeating. They're also prone to obesity, so make sure to match their food intake with proper exercise. Alright folks, with that we've come to the end of our list of top 10 interesting facts about the Border Terrier. Thank you so much for watching the video. What are your thoughts on these affectionate and loyal bundles of energy? We'd love to hear any interesting story or fact about the breed from you. Comment below to let us know. Please leave a thumbs up if you liked the video and share it with your friends and family as well. Subscribe to our channel and check out our other videos to learn more about different dog breeds. Catch you guys in the next one.